right, let's do this. Ooh, I have to turn the air off. It's gonna be so hot. You know it's not a Carrie video unless I'm like zhuzhing my hair non-stop. Okay. Hey everyone! So I'm here with a little bit of a different video. I haven't done a sit-down video like this in a hot minute, but I wanted to film a Q&A today because I realized that the last time I filmed a Q&A was like on some break of my freshman year at school in New York, so well over a year ago, and a lot has changed. I've gone through a lot and I just feel like it's time to do a Q&A. So you guys have sent me an extreme amount of questions and I have them all like screenshot on my phone. You can't see it at all, but I have so many pictures screenshot. I'm gonna try to answer as many as I can. I don't want this to be too long of a video as well, so just a little disclaimer, a lot of you guys have asked me a lot of questions about FIT, and that's where I went to school in New York, and I'm going to film an entirely different video all about college and my major, so I am going to skip those questions because I got a lot of them, and I just know I'm going to do it in a separate video, so just to save time and answer more other questions, I'm going to skip those for now, okay? So, let's just get started with questions. I didn't even organize these at all. Okay, I asked on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, so I have them from 3 different areas. And this one is from Snapchat from XXAprilNHXX, and she asked, could you and Tess do a little meetup at the 1D concert on the 23rd? So that is kind of a deciding factor. We're trying to figure out right now if a meetup is going to happen. Right now, but we are going to be at our seats, and I think what we're saying to everyone is that you can come down to where we're sitting. If you guys see us at the concert, if you're there on the 23rd in Chicago at Soldier Field, and you see Tess and I, come up and say hi, of course. We would love to meet you, but I don't know if there's going to be an official meetup or not. But if you see us there or if we're by your section, then yes, come and say hi for sure. Kaylee from Twitter asks, if you could only pick one, which one would you choose, wine or champagne? So I think I'm gonna have to pick wine. I love champagne, but I don't know if this would be categorized as a champagne, but Prosecco is a like sparkling wine, and that's like one of my favorite wines, but any wine really. Oh my god, I'm like a wine like addict. I love wine. I love red wine and white wine, so I would pick wine over champagne for sure. Okay, E, who is Phoebe Tonkin, at Phoebe Tonkin, asks your favorite song, band, favorite song slash favorite band slash album. So I think these are all going to be different. And this is, honestly, this is just my answer for today because you guys know I am like such a crazy music fan that I don't think I could ever pick a favorite like song because my moods change so much. But right now, my favorite song I'm going to probably say is I absolutely love Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine. It's like one of my happy songs that no matter what mood I'm in or where I'm at, like that song comes on and it just makes me happy. Like it makes my heart happy. I love that song. That's always gonna be such a great anthem to trying to like lift yourself up. My favorite band of all time, Hanson, always and forever, it's Hanson. I sit here and say I love One Direction, but Hanson is it forever and ever and ever. They're always going to be my favorite band. And my favorite album, oh my god, that's so hard. I honestly, I genuinely don't know. I mean, this is not my favorite album, but again, this is just all I can think of right now is Ray LaMontagne's first album called Trouble. That is such a great album to me, and that is the kind of album where like literally start to finish every single song I can listen to and I love, and it's just such a great music to have on in the background and you're hanging out with friends, if you're chilling, if you're cooking. I absolutely love it. It's a little dark and sad, but he's a genius. So Ray LaMontagne's Trouble is gonna be my favorite album for right now, but it's really not. Okay, so Anne on Twitter asks, would you rather, I love this question, would you rather drown in mayonnaise, okay, or lick an old man's shoulder? Lots of love from Germany. Yeah, okay, I love mayonnaise on like my sandwich. Like, that's a great condiment for me. I don't want to swim in it. So I'm gonna say lick an old man's shoulder. Yeah, that's a great question. Okay, so the next question is Claudia on Twitter, and she asks, how was your first day in New York? And I'm assuming she means like first day in New York ever, and if she doesn't, I don't know how else to answer it, so I'm just gonna say my first day in New York ever. So the day I moved in New York was so crazy weird. My parents and my sister, my entire family came out and moved me out here, and my sister was living in New Jersey at the time, and they moved me into my dorm, and the actual process of like my parents leaving was so quick, and I think it was because my mom was just like gonna die and shut down. So we got me into my dorm and like got my ID, and they kind of dipped right away. And I cried really bad, but then I snapped out of it. My sister stayed and helped me unpack, and we went to Chipotle, which was right by my school, and then that night I actually went to dinner with my roommate Marianne and Emma. As you guys all know, she was my neighbor, and that's how we met, and then another girl, and yeah, that was like my first day. I met Emma and my first night hanging out with her, and that's how we became friends. And we went to this restaurant called Walk to Walk, and yeah, it was awesome. I mean, it was kind of sad, but going to bed that first night and like actually like living in New York was so crazy to me, because I had wanted to do that my entire life, and it was just such a surreal day to actually be there. So it was awesome. Okay, so Claudia asked another question, but, well, it's not a question. She goes, this isn't a question, but do an impression of each other for me and Julia. So I wanted to do this. Ju? Yeah. Can you come in here? She's out in the living room watching One Tree Hill. Do you want to do the impression? Well, she looks so great right now. Alright, we have to be nice.
I'll try.
Hey, welcome to the video. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay, so this is Ju. Okay, so you do one of me
My
first.
glasses are so dirty. You go first. You go first.
Okay, all I can do is like when you're like kind of arguing something, you go, Carrie, I promise you, I'm 100% sure, I promise you. You say stuff like that. Like you're very stern and you're with your hands, you're like, I promise you, I am 100% sure.
I talk with my hands,
yes.
I'm Italian.
Yes, you are, and you say things like, I'm 100%, I promise you that it's right.
I know I do.
That's all I can think of it for you.
Okay, wait. I feel like I need to convince you of things though, and like that's like the only way.
Or when she gets really, really excited about something, like for James Bay, or like seeing when someone, she's just like gets high pitched. You get real high pitched. Yeah, and you're like, oh my gosh, James Bay's gonna be so cute. And you get so high pitched. It's the best. Yeah. And you squint your eyes. That's my impressions of
you. Always go, wait, like when you're excited or something, you always go, oh my god. And then, like, okay, you always start your videos, hi everyone, so today, and then you're like, bye. That's like how you say bye.
Oh my god, yeah, that's accurate.
When you're mad, you do this a lot. You do that a lot. You do that so much. I'm like trying to picture you.
Oh my god, wait, I totally don't notice this thing about you.
But like I'm so thinking about it now, like picturing you mad, like not even mad, but just like trying to make a point. Like and then her Bibis voice is like, obviously I have to imitate it. What do you think he's doing? What do you think the Bibis is doing today?
It's being so cute.
He misses his sissies. Well,
I do that. I slap my knee when I laugh.
Yep, you do. It's just a knee slapper.
Boop, boop. All right, thank you. You're dismissed.
And then you always say boop boop
because Hannah Hart on YouTube, when she does her little
boop boop,
that's what
I don't know.
And I just think it's the funniest thing. So
she always goes boop boop. All right, that's my time here is done.
Thanks, Joe.
That was great.
I'm so hot. I'm sweating.
Always.
Right. So that's our impression of each other. Okay, so Dulce Ponce? I don't know. Dulce, I'm just gonna say, asked if you could choose, which country would you like to be born? So, besides, obviously I was born in America, but I think either being born in England would be cool, being born in Greece, or maybe like Italy. Somewhere in Italy. I think those countries are absolutely amazing. I would love to visit all of them or any of them. So yeah, I would be born from one of those, I think. Cameron asks, what is your favorite hangout place in the city? It's not a certain space, like, or a certain place, it's just like an area, and anywhere in Greenwich Village or West Village I could spend all day in. I think those areas and those neighborhoods are so amazing. There's so much character. It feels so cozy and warm, and I love that all the streets are kind of like, they're not on the grid of normal New York, so most of Midtown and Uptown is just kind of like a grid, so it's very square, but down in like the West Village and Greenwich Village, it's all kind of windy, and like the streets are short, and they're called like, they're cool names, and like, I don't know, I just love the bars and the restaurants and the area and the people, and I think those areas are amazing. So I could spend my entire life in those two neighborhoods, and I promise myself I will live in one of them at some point in my life. Lou asks, favorite Disney princess? And I love this question because I love Disney. And I think it is either Ariel or Ariel from Little Mermaid or Jasmine from Aladdin. Aladdin is like one of my favorite. That and Lion King are like my two favorite Disney movies. So as a like little girl, I loved Jasmine. So I'm gonna say Jasmine. I think it's Juanita Aldaco is your name, and she asks on Twitter, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So in 5 years I'm going to be, oh my god, I'm gonna be 27. I'm gonna throw up. That is so old. Oh my god, I can't do that. Okay, in 5 years I will be 27, and I see myself definitely married. I don't know about kids. I want kids so badly, like that's going to happen, but I don't know if I want kids then, because I feel like people are having kids later, and I really want my 20s to be about, you know, my selfish years and be kind of about me. And I know when I become a mom, I'm not going to be selfish. That's just not in my nature. I'm going to want to do everything for my kids. So I want to have time to do things for me. I definitely will be in the city. I told myself, if feasible financially, I will live in New York for my 20s, 100%. So I'll be in New York. I'll be, you know, married or engaged, you know, having a good time, really stable in my career, whatever that may be, hopefully something in fashion still, and yeah, I'll be in New York. That's definitely where I see myself in 5 years. Okay, so now going to Instagram. There was a lot of questions on here. This video is going to be so long, I can't even deal. Sophie Stop asks on Instagram, if you went on a date with Harry Styles, where would you choose to go? Well, I feel like we should go on a date in New York because that would just be so adorable. And I would like to go, where would I want to go with him on a date? So many places. Probably, okay, this would be my good date. So we would go to dinner somewhere in like the Village, somewhere in the Village, or in like meatpacking area, because then the High Line is right there, so we would go on the High Line after and be really cute and like hold hands and watch like the sunset, and then we would end up on way on the west side and go on like one of the piers and go by the Hudson River. Okay, that's our date. Thanks, Harry, can't wait, pick me up at 8. Okay, sorry, my battery died, but where was I? Okay, so Jackie Denise asks, do you have any regrets? If so, would you go back to that moment in life? You know I do have regrets, plenty of them, but, you know, I really do believe that everything happens for a reason, so I don't think I would go back, because that would just alter everything else that happened in my life. And I've had so many great moments that they outweigh the bad ones. So yeah, of course I have regrets, but I don't think I would go back to relive them or change them, because it happened and it's done and I'm here now. So Ria Patel asks, what is your favorite thing about being a YouTuber? And I think it's being able to communicate with people in a different way. I love talking to people. I love meeting new people. I love communicating and just interacting with people. So I think it's so cool that YouTube is a thing and has become a way for one person to reach 10 people, 100 people, thousands of people, millions of people, and, you know, touch their lives. And so when any of you guys like say, you know, my videos make you smile or brighten your day or whatever it may be, and it's like a vlog of my life, like that's just so cool to me. That's the best present. It's the best thing to hear and the best thing to read, that my life has made yours better in a way. Yeah. Anyways, I love it. So being able to like meet you guys, talk to you guys, interact is like the best. Okay, this next one is horrible. I just can't. Brittany N94 on Instagram. Girl, you kill me with this one. She said, marry or kill the following: Harry Styles, Darren Criss, or James Bay. That's actually the most impossible question. Julia and I were trying to think about it for the longest time. So those are literally my top 3 like loves of my life. So I think, oh my god, I don't know. I really don't know. I think I would marry Harry Styles because then I can just bang him anytime I want. Sorry, Mom. I would F Darren Criss because just like, yeah. And I think I would kill James Bay. Oh my god, I love him so much though. That is the worst. I can't focus on that anymore. That's my answer. Gosh, okay, so I don't know if this is a word or a name. It's SHNNNPG, so Shnpg on Instagram says, what is your favorite Saved by the Bell character and why? Great show, blast from the past. Screech. Screech was funny to me, but he grew up to be like a weirdo. I remember reading this article, he got like really crazy creepy, right? I don't know, the actor like got real scary and did some like weird shit. So, but Screech, loved him, thought he was funny. Angelina 3100 asks, what are 3 things that a person needs to know when first moving to New York City? Oh my god, I have a list. Literally, I have a list of the rules of NYC that I created when I first moved here. Yeah, I have about 18 rules, so I'll just pick out 3. Okay, rule number 1. Never, ever, ever wear heels unless you know where you're going. Even then, like, so if you're going somewhere, if you're going to work or meet a friend and you're like, no, then you can maybe get away with it. But even so, I would bring flats. I would wear flats and bring the heels. But if you're going out with friends and you guys have no idea where you're going, don't wear your heels out. Like, you're gonna ruin your feet before you like have the end of the night and you'll just hate yourself. Another one, always have an umbrella. Like, if there is a small chance of rain in the forecast, bring an umbrella because this is the worst. I've been caught in the rain and it sucks. And if you're wearing a see-through shirt, you're shit out of luck. And then the next one is, I think, always have cash on you, and I'm the worst at this. I never ever carry cash with me, but always, always, always have cash on you. Oh, I mean, there's been times when an ATM has been down or I couldn't find one, or, you know, you forget your debit card or whatever and you have to pay cab, like whatever it may be, just always have cash on you because that will never, like, it's there, you know, if your card doesn't work, you never know. So those are 3 things I would say you need to know about moving to New York, is having those 3 things. Patricia Laura asks, pancakes or waffles? Pancakes. Jasmine asks, when are you making another wine time? So whenever I can hang out with Pat again. I haven't seen Patrick and Tess in a while. They've been crazy busy, I've been crazy busy. So within the next month or 2, we're gonna go to Wine Time Part 3. Don't you worry. Ovo Maddie, I think, Renee asks, how did you find your apartment? And she said you can do a separate video for your apartment experience. Yes, I will explain all of that, but it's a really quick answer. We went to nooklyn.com. They were really awesome. So many options. If you're looking, and like, it's Brooklyn only, so we obviously knew we were living in Brooklyn, so we went to nooklyn.com, which is like the cutest name. I don't know anything about in the city, like in Manhattan. You could go to like different, like Zillow or like You know, nakedapartments.com I've looked at before, but we were in Brooklyn only, so Nooklyn was where we went, and it was awesome. Okay, she had another question. She asked several, but I really liked this question. She asked, most valuable piece of advice. And this is something that I've been told by my parents, especially my dad, my entire life, and it's my hardest thing because I do it all the time, but if I had to tell anyone some advice about just life in general, is don't compare yourself to others. I am very at fault with that. I do it all the time, and it's the worst thing. You shouldn't ever compare yourself to others because, you know, that's their life and you have yours, and just because something is going their way, you know, it shouldn't affect you. So don't compare yourself to others. You know, you're never going to be the same person, nor should you want to be. And, you know, if they have something that you really want, then just work harder for it. And, yeah, that's it. So thanks, Mom and Dad, for that piece of advice. Or Sarah Bear Var. Is that how you say your name? I'm sure it's Sarah. Go-to lip color. Okay, so forever and ever and ever, and I feel like I need to show you guys this. Where is it at? Like, honestly, that's it. Like, this is how far I have used this bad boy. Are you kidding me? I know it's out of focus. But it is the Aqua Lip Pencil by Makeup Forever in the color 3C. My go-to color. That is my shade. I feel like it's my signature color, and I feel like I rock it, so that's my go-to color no matter what. I need to get a new pencil though, that's for sure. Kelly Shane asked, favorite coffee place in New York, and what do you usually get? Okay, I don't get to go there very often, but Stumptown Coffee is unbelievable. I know they sell like their like cold brew and like ground coffee at stores and stuff, but their actual store is awesome. And the only one I've ever been to, I don't know if they have more than one, is at the base of the Ace Hotel in Midtown, and their coffee is incredible. And I usually, whenever I'm trying someplace, I base the coffee or like the espresso on just getting a latte. I'll get like an iced latte with no just milk, no like sugar, no anything, just to get like a real taste of the espresso or of the coffee. So from Stumptown I get an iced latte with like milk. That's it. So freaking good. Love it. Okay, Moss the Boss 13, I love that name, asks, if you had one wish, what would it be? I think honestly is for my dog Wrigley to live forever. Like forever. Because I know he won't, and I actually don't know how I'm gonna be. I really don't, and if anyone's like, oh yeah, it's just a dog, and like you don't understand, it will be like losing my child, like hardcore. So my wish would for Wrigley to live forever. And then if I want to extend it, I would say my family to live forever, and like my friends to live forever. Like, let's just all of us live forever. That's actually kind of weird. Chloe498 asks, will you ever come to Ireland? I want to. Hi. Let's all chip in to carry a plane ticket to Ireland. That would be incredible. One of my best friends went to Ireland and absolutely loved it and like had the best time in her life, so I would love to do that. Yeah. Okay, Nicole Florence asks, Vampire Diaries or Supernatural? I've never seen an episode of Supernatural. Sorry about it. So Vampire Diaries for sure. Okay, Tess Christine XO asked a lot of questions here. Great. Harry Styles or James Bay? I gotta go with my OG boo, Harry Styles. Tess or Tess? Tess, probably, would be my answer. Who's your favorite person to hang out with besides the Bibis? Kara, your family, or Julia? Probably Patrick. I'm kidding, it's Tess. And then finally, what is your favorite beauty or fashion YouTube channel that starts with a T and used to end with a 1, 2, 3? I think it was Teletubbies 1, 2, 3. They had a great channel, really. It was superb. I actually loved the stuff that they put out. Yeah, it was great. Okay, Tran asks, do you like mashed potatoes? If so, how much do you like mashed potatoes? Fun fact, I hate mashed potatoes. So that's really weird that you asked that. Can't stand them. The texture of them makes me want to throw up. All my friends think I'm crazy. I know, I'm sorry, I hate mashed potatoes. I've never, ever, ever liked them. I love French fries, I love hash browns, I can kind of do baked potatoes. I like any other potato, are they called like scalloped potatoes, like with the, like cooked in like with the cheese? Love that. I love every other kind of potato, and I can't do mashed. It's the weirdest thing. Lid loves ya, that's cute, asks, how do you do your hair? It always looks flawless. Well, thanks, girl. My hair is kind of a really easy thing for me. I have very, very manageable hair. This is just blow dried, like second day hair. It's kind of gross and frumpy right now. I usually just blow dry it or let it air dry or like sleep on it or whatever, and put like leave-in conditioner, dry shampoo, and like hairspray, and that's it. And if I curl it, I just use like a wand, and yeah, that's it. It's really manageable. I'm a little blessed. Okay, so I actually have about a bajillion other questions, but this video is already going to be like 25 minutes probably, so I think I'm going to do part 1 and part 2. I'll film the part 2 as soon as I can, and I'm going to save the rest of the questions for then, because this is already going to be such a long video, because you know me, I just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk so much, so that's gonna be that. So I am going to end this right here, right now. Keep a lookout for part 2 coming very, very soon, hopefully. And yeah, thanks for all your questions. And if you didn't answer on this video, it's probably gonna be in the next one. So yeah, thanks guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye!